I want to pull something into the light today. I want to talk about a few different evil spirits or demons that end up running rampant through people's lives. And the first one is the spirit of rejection. You see, the spirit of rejection can start in the womb, actually. You can have a mother who has an unwanted pregnancy, and she's very embarrassed by this. And she feels like people are mistreating her because she doesn't have a husband. So now she resents the pregnancy or the child. That resentment creates the spirit of rejection in that child before he or she is even born. Then that spirit ends up following this child through their life, and they will experience rejection in their relationships, in the workplace, and even in their family. They're going to feel like they're not as important as everyone else. Now, this person has a lot of love in their heart, and they want to love someone. But even more, they want to be loved. But they're not comfortable showing their love, because whenever they do that, it's not reciprocal. It never comes back to them because of the spirit of rejection that's on them. This creates a void, and that void creates the feeling of grief. And it's the same grief that we feel when somebody dies. You know, when we love someone and they've died and they've gone away, we still carry that love, but that love isn't reciprocal. It doesn't come back to us because the person isn't there anymore. And that creates the feeling of grief. That's what grief is. Well, somebody who has the spirit of rejection on them, or the demon of rejection on their life, they live with this feeling of grief. That can be broken. You have to get to the source and deal with that demon. I'm going to show you how to do that at the end of this video. There's another spirit that runs rampant in people's lives, and that's the spirit of domination. God never intended that a human soul would dominate another human soul. Parents are not to dominate their children. Okay, mothers in particular will tend to want to control and manipulate their children. Husbands are not to dominate their wives. Have you ever seen a wife that just kind of sits in the corner, doesn't talk to anyone? She's staring at the floor. That's probably a woman who's been dominated physically by her husband. Wives are not to dominate their husbands with manipulation. Have you ever seen someone a husband who just follows his wife around like a little puppy dog, and the only thing you ever hear from him is, "Yes, dear, whatever you want, dear"? He's probably been manipulated and dominated by, "Listen, you're going to do what I tell you to do, or there won't be any huggy and kissy going on later." Pastors are not supposed to be dominating their congregation. They're actually supposed to be cultivating the gifts of the church, the different members of the church, the feet, the hands, the mouths, not dominate them. If you have someone in your life who's trying to control you with manipulation or domination, that is a demon. The demon of addiction. You know, when we involve drugs or alcohol into a situation, it's never good. It's never good. A person who's drug addicted, an alcoholic, they're like a city whose walls are broken down. There's no defense. And everything and anything can move in. They'll end up with the spirit of addiction, the spirit of hatred, the spirit of resentment, the spirit of perversion. They all come in and reside there. I'd like to tell you now about the spirit of the Antichrist. And that's exactly what it is it's anti-Christ. They're trying to remove Jesus. Okay, we see it. We see it in our schools. We've seen it in our government and in our courthouses. You can see it on social media. You know, they don't want you to talk about Jesus at all. Now, we can talk about Allah, Buddha, Satanism. You can dream up any kind of sexual perversion. You want to talk about that? That's just fine. But we're not going to talk about Jesus Christ. See, they're even trying to remove him from our conversation. I want to tell you something that's kind of interesting. Whenever there's an Antichrist kind of movement, it always starts, they connect themselves one way or another to Christianity. They'll either do it through a Christian church or Christianity itself. But then they'll move out. They'll start in Christianity, move out, and they'll end up, they'll say, we've created something new. We found something new. You got to come with us. We figured it out. We're going to a higher level. See, that's always a sign that something isn't right. If you were to go to one of these services, you would hear religious phrases. You would hear Christian church talk. But you would also hear less and less Christ. See, their first objective is to remove Christ. Their second objective is to introduce the Antichrist. You see, this is something that happens very subtly, and it happens over a long period of time. Take a look at your church this weekend. Is Jesus being removed from the conversation more and more every week? Take a look at it. If there's something that I said today that makes you concerned, I could possibly have a demon or an evil spirit that's on me, that's been holding me back for all these years. I don't want you to feel like there's something wrong with you at all. Let's remember that a demon is a spirit without a body, and they're craving intensely to have a body. They don't care what our income is. They don't care if we're a heroin addict or a doctor. They're just looking for a body. There's nothing wrong with you. You can see, there's members of the church all over the place. People that have had strongholds in their life for 40 years. A demon that's been sitting on them. It happens. A demon can come into a certain part of a Christian's life. But you see, we have to get to the source. We have to address the source. So I'd like to help you do that today. If you'd like to join me in this prayer, if this is something that you think is going on in your life. Lord Jesus, I accept you as my Lord and Savior. I believe that you died on the cross for me, and the blood that you shed covers my sin. I also believe that you hung on a tree, and when you did that, you became the curse, so that I may receive the blessing. So Lord God, I receive that blessing now in Jesus' name, and I come against any curse that is on me, that's in my life. Lord God, I forgive anyone who has wronged me. I have no unforgiveness in my heart. There is no resentment in my heart. I hand that over to you in Jesus' name. I come against any connection that I have to evil, to witchcraft, to anything that is not of you. I come against it. I renounce it in Jesus' name. I am free in the name of Jesus. Lord, you know my situation. You know why I'm praying to you right now. I pray that you set me free of any evil spirit, any demon, any curse that's assigned to me in any way. I come against the spirit, the demon of rejection. I come against the demon of domination. I come against the spirit of Antichrist. I come against the spirit of depression. I come against the spirit of lust in Jesus' name. Be gone. Leave me now. I come against the spirit of rebellion in Jesus' name. Be gone. Never return. Be gone now in Jesus' name. Now, stop praying. Don't pray anymore. What I want you to do is to just breathe out, just like this. Do that as many times as you think is necessary. But we have to stop praying at that point to give the demon or the evil spirit a chance to expel. They can't go past our prayers. So stop praying and just start breathing out. I'm going to say a prayer over you right now. Holy Spirit, I pray that you come, that hole where that demon was, where that curse was, now that it's gone forever. Holy Spirit, I ask you to come and to fill that hole and reside within me and speak to me and help me, guide me, help me to make good decisions. Show me what's wrong and right. In Jesus' name.
All the money
Amen.
that the world can hold, mountains made of solid gold, riches that could buy my dreams. You are better than all these things. Your love is better than